Recently, it was revealed that Kevin Conroy, the voice actor of Batman, and the two previous Arkham games would not be reprising his role in the upcoming Arkham Origins. Like most people, I had the initial gut reaction of, yeah, what the hell? How can anyone else possibly be Batman, right? Well, after I did that whole breathing into the paper bag thing, I came to the euphoric realization that other people do play superheroes and have done it before, and often they've done a good job. Granted, I really love Kevin Conroy. Next to Adam West, Peter Weller, Michael Keaton, and Christian Bale, he's probably my favorite interpretation of the Dark Knight, and I'm sure that's the case with a lot of people like me, and their reason is probably no different from mine. It's nostalgia. I grew up watching Batman all the time. I loved the campy Adam West version, I loved the Tim Burton movies, and I loved the comic books, especially when they introduced Bane back with Nightfall and he broke Batman's back, and I was all like, Mom, what the fuck? How can Batman ever walk again? Sorry. But even with all that other stuff, I always had the animated Batman to count on, and for a good while, animated Batman was the only Batman in my mind. I just really loved that show as a kid, and then even after seeing Mask of the Phantasm in theaters, it really solidified this idea in my brain that this was the one and only definitive Dark Knight, and I'm sure a lot of people my age got really excited when they heard years later that Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy from the original animated series would be in an all-new gritty third-person action-adventure game, and then they felt the same heartbreak like I did when they heard that neither of them would be in any future sequels. So now, today, I'm sitting here asking myself, why am I okay with this? Probably for the same reason that I'm okay with what Warner Brothers has been doing with their animation business side recently. Just to kind of get you caught up on this, a few times a year, Warner will put out a direct-to-DVD, Blu-ray, some kind of streaming movie based in the DC universe, often doing something with Batman because he's probably the most popular. Just within the last year, there was an animated version of The Dark Knight Returns. This is a comic book that was thought to be unfilmable by many in Hollywood, and they're probably right. The movie itself is nearly a frame-by-frame recreation of the original Frank Miller comic, and the voice of the Bat is very much fitting, and it's not Kevin Conroy.
You don't get it, son. This isn't a mud hole. It's an operating table. And I'm the surgeon.
And I mean, yes, of course, it's Peter Weller, freaking RoboCop, but what I'm trying to get at is that other voice actors can take over roles for beloved characters, and they can clearly do them justice. But to be fair, that was an animation, which can switch different styles from different creators, and I recognize that unlike animation or film, we're talking about a video game series, and it's pretty much confirmed that the new game is going to look a lot like the last two. So I can totally see it that in this new game, Arkham Origins, that it would be a little jarring when something that looks so familiar ends up sounding so different from what you're used to, but at the same time, this is a prequel, and I don't really mind if the voice matches a much younger sounding Bruce Wayne / Batman. I'm also very painfully aware that nobody lives forever, not to bring everyone down or anything, but sooner or later, someone needs to step up and take on the mantle of the Bat. Heck, I think they said it best in The Dark Knight Rises.
The idea was to be a symbol. Batman could be anybody.
And obviously this wasn't meant to be a reason for voice actors changing in an unrelated video game franchise, but I think the point is made. So now having some time to reflect on Batman as something much bigger than just a video game franchise, I'm still kind of asking myself, am I going to be optimistic about a new game coming out? Yeah, sure, I'm uneasy with the idea of a new studio who's not Rocksteady taking over a franchise and switching out the voice actor who helped make it so great. I'm just really hopeful that with enough respect for the character, anyone can be Batman. Anyway, those are some of my quick ramblings that I love Batman so much, and I hope you do too. See you guys later. Bye.